Hey everyone, Spicy here. This is my GregTech New Horizons group run that I'm doing right now. We're doing this on the Minecraftian server. It's my team and one other team. I have two teammates, so Dredge and Dragon. You'll see Dredge around, Dragon's not on. And I was just going to show our base off because we're doing a gated progression system, just like they're doing in the Project Singularity. And we are just about to leave Steam Age. We're just about ready for LV. And yeah, so around here is our blue slime farm. This was made by Dragon mostly, based on Soy Cake's design from Project Singularity. Inside's the filtering, and we kind of just winged this ourselves. We didn't copy anyone on it. Here's our macerator for our armor. We get more than enough from this to keep it going. Dragon was actually originally going to filter out all the tools that weren't the slime tools. That's what all this was. But he realized pretty quickly that the armor was already more than enough to keep us pretty backed up. So that gets us steel, gold, diamond, and iron, more than we really need of any of them. How we filter them is I just put an armor stand right here, and it's the first thing we pipe it into. Every once in a while, if like two pairs of boots come, it'll miss a pair of boots, but that's not really a big deal. It works more than well enough. Uh, we have a drawer here filtered for the books. For some reason, the vanilla items sometimes like to go in here. I don't know what that is. And then we just void everything overflow. This is the wall of drawers you saw at the start. If we go downstairs, we have a major XP shower right here. This goes much faster than we can pick it up. We didn't actually need this many, we just thought it looked cool. And our enchanting setup, where we have a ton of books because we did enchanting for Steam Age Infusion. If I check my stats right here, you can see that I've crafted about 1,400 shovels trying to get fortune books. Dredge has probably done a couple hundred, and I know Dragon did at least 1,000 as well. So that was an undertaking. We go out here, we have a smeltery that automatically casts the steel ingots into steel. I put the steel in manually just to save on the lava, because it doesn't go fast enough that it would always be full. But other than that, it casts everything and pulls them out. So we're getting ready to move to LV now, so we've done a lot of preparations. This is the start of the main center area of our base. I built these kind of arch supports here, and I'm really happy how this came out. This is all great wood. I'll sleep so we can see it during the day. This is all great wood. One of the best building blocks available, especially early game in my opinion. This is all going to be filled in on the sides other than the top. The top's going to be left open, but the sides will be filled in with something. I kind of wanted to wait till LV when I could mass produce building materials because that's going to be several chests worth of blocks. This is our main storage area. Have some bars, some other random bulk storage. We've stayed fairly organized, mob drops, all this. But, you know, at the end of the day, T-Search carries everything. Uh, so, yeah, I'm really proud of the central area build. I'm excited to see how it looks when I finally get in the walls. If we go here to the right, this is our future LV area that Dredge is making. I really like what he did with this glass here. And here is our steam area. We got, I believe, Dredge put 28 coke ovens here. I kind of just go down into nothing. Don't know how animals got in there. We don't really keep it running right now because it takes way too much wood to keep up with a full-time server, and we just toss diamond dust from the mob farm into the boiler. But when we can put a wood sapling farm, a bonsai farm here in LV, this will be nice. It'll supply us with creosote. There actually is a giant creosote tank underneath here that this is connected to. And as you can see, we have quite a lot. And coal for the steam boilers will go over here. We have all the steam multi-blocks except the ore washer, just because who needs the ore washer, especially in Steam Age. This is just a second macerator that we haven't built the controller for. Alloy smelter we left at bronze just because otherwise it consumes way too much. Same with the presser, it's already fast enough and there'd be no reason for the extra consumption at the moment. Yeah, we have pretty much unlimited steel from the witch farm, so it wasn't really an issue to get all those. If we walk over here, we can get to probably the thing I'm most proud of this is that we got Steam Age Infusion. So this was an undertaking. If you haven't seen it, which I'm sure you have, as it's been made pretty famous in the GregTech community by Project Singularity. You can get an infusion altar in Steam Age. This was made actually even harder than previously because you can't just go to early LV and get the Ender Eye from a Lich Tower as of 2.8 Point Fury. So now the only way is the Ender Bloom crop, which thankfully Dragon was very involved in. I did it for about 6 hours, made a little progress, and said, I'm never touching IC2 crops again. Dragon did it for like a full day, got us to tier 12. I said, what the heck? I'll do it again. Helped, and I got it on within 10 minutes working on his farm. So mostly Dragon. I kind of feel bad that I was the one who actually got the crop. Got Boots of the Traveler off that. Haven't done too much with it. We just got this morning, and the server's pretty much ready to move into LV, but this will be really nice throughout LV as we get the thermostatic harness and everything like that. Here's a standard Thaumcraft research area. Have a, pot of greed blocked off crucible. Rosa Mysteria is how we got our aspects. We actually never got the arcane lens, or the thermometer, I mean, because that is not craftable in Steam Age. You can get it from the Magic Novice loot bags at a 2.5% chance when it's enchanted. We didn't. We still have some loot bags, but we don't want to fish for books once we had Infusion. So I just made the Rosa Arcana, and you can get a ton of aspects off of that and do most everything. Duct, if you look him up, has a guide on how to get the Thaumium research without the lens using research notes from Knowledge Sarge. So, yeah. Steam Age Thaumcraft, very cool. I'm glad I did it, especially since they're removing Infusion in the next update, most likely. Based on Nightlies, they removed the Arcane Stone Bricks, which are needed to craft the Runic Matrix, and the Alchemical Furnace from the loot bag pool. So I'm glad I can say I did it before it's gone. Just have an Infernal Blast Furnace here to make a little bit of redstone alloy before LV. And I have a Rainbow Cactus farm for a little bit of dye. That's pretty much everything in the main base here. Over there, Dredges started working on some early bees. We have a villager breeder on the other side of that that we use to get the profane wands for early Thaumcraft, and we also have a crop farm with every crop the dragon made for the Pam's crops. If I go to up here, here's where Dragon and I did most of the crop breeding. Uh, you can see an extensive system. By the end, we are just looking for ender bloom. We found that hemp and God of Thunder, when bred together, had a pretty decent chance. It's like a 1% chance, according to the calculator, of making ender bloom. And we said that's good enough. We'll just upscale it. So Dragon made a bunch of plots for this, and of course, after making all those plots, we got it in like 10 minutes. So it's probably a little overkill, but it worked. We have pretty much everything. Here's the ender bloom. Get some ender pearl dust. They can drop ender eyes, as you can see right there. That's how you get it. Uh, it's actually really annoying. This crop takes forever to grow, and it doesn't even drop something every time. It did there, it did there. But you probably saw one of the ones I right-clicked didn't even drop anything, which is kind of absurd considering this takes like 2 hours to grow to full amount. We got some other cool crops. We have Quantaria, that's osmium. We have the netherwort crop. We have Stargadium, which is the Naquata crop. If we head over to our old base here, this is kind of where everything started. I actually missed a lot of the stuff that happened here. I was gone the first couple days on the server, and I started construction on the slime farm base and everything pretty much as soon as I got in. But yeah, this was where we started. This was a village that hilariously enough spawned with no houses. There's farms here. There was a tinker's like smeltery station, and that's it. There was no houses in the entire village. Uh, I just made a couple things. We have brick blast furnaces. I honestly don't know why we even made them. They were made before I joined, since we already had infinite steel from the slime farm pretty much by the time they were done. But we made them. This was our old Steam area. It's pretty much destroyed. That's about everything. Made it to the end. Thanks for checking it out. Hope maybe you saw something cool or something that inspired you to give GTNH a try. I'll probably do another update here around LV. Have a good one.